Hello, so today I'm here with this video presenting you with the Celpe brass. This Celpe brass, I chose this one first because you know already the TOEFL and IELTS and other tests that are about the English language that are to prove in a certain way proficiency in language. And since we are in a course that is for English teachers, I'm assuming that you have already had some kind of contact with this kind of test that certify, right, the language proficiency for foreigners. And in here, I am presenting you with the Celpe brass because it is a test that is Brazilian. So let's talk about it. When we talk about communicative language teaching, communicative language testing comes to mind, of course, and at least it should. And when we talk about it, I always think about the Celpe brass. I studied with the professor Leandro, right? Leandro, who teaches about teaching Portuguese to foreigners, right? And once in a class, he talked about the Celpe brass, and I was like, yeah, Celpe brass makes a lot of sense when talking about communicative language teaching. So I decided to, testing actually, right? I decided to talk to you about this. That's why, okay? So this website is at inapgov.br, right? And in here we have this information all about it, and I typed here to search about the comunicativo in Portuguese, sorry, comunicativa. So the word appears once, and we have it here in talking about the theory, right? This type of test is a test that is communicative. I'm going to show you a few things, okay? I'm just opening this website first so that you can see that our government has a page on it, okay? Going to the Itamaraty website, it also has some things about the Celpe brass. So here we have general information, and especially here saying that we do use it in some programs at universities, right? And so this is why Leandro talks about it. I think also, right, it's one more reason because Celpe brass is important when talking about teaching foreigners the language, the Portuguese language, and also because of PEC and PEC-G and PEC-PG, okay? If you don't know about it, you can search, okay guys? I'm just presenting you the most superficial information here, okay? Because I think it is important to understand our own tools for testing our language, our mother language, our mother tongue. So the exam has two main parts. The written part, you can have 3 hours to do it. And there are two tasks that evaluate oral comprehension and written production, and 2 tasks evaluating reading and written production. So you see that we have an interaction here. It is 2 skills here, right? Oral comprehension, written production. Reading, which is written comprehension, and written production. We have these 2 types of connections here in our test. And the oral part is about it's about 20 minutes. This is an interaction based on activities and interests mentioned by the examinee in the application form, and a short talk on daily topics of general interest. So this, as we see in the text, needs to have a preparation for the people that are going to be grading, right? The examiners. And the examinee is the person who is taking the test. So this person puts in the application form some information, and the test takes that information into account when analyzing the oral skills, okay? It is interactions. So, this is the information that I wanted to present to you from here, okay? So it is real communication. I'm going to show you in a bit. We also have, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, we also have this Grupo Avalia website, which is a group, a study group from UFRGS, Rio Grande do Sul. And there is a project in there that they analyzed the Celpe brass and they post it here according to all of these parts here that can compose the test. So, edition, the task, the title, the theme, the sphere, right, the purpose, the interlocutors, and so on, the genre, and the support, right? So, I have here one file that I clicked, but I went back here just now with you because I am in the file, in the page that they have a lot of editions here, and I was clicking here in the 2019, but we also have, see here, the 2020 version. We don't have yet all of the things because it is already yet in progress, right? And the 2019, we have the questions here, okay? We have the video and the audio that we have for the test that is needed for the part that is written, and we have the oral task here, okay? So let me just open here this part and this part here for us. So this first here is the first provoking element that they say it is a provoking element. So this page, we have this image. If you need, you can stop it, okay, to check it out. Another one is this image. This is the next. This. So these are some examples of what we have as being the text that is shown to students. And now I'm going to show you the questions that we have. We're going to get back to that, those elements in a bit, okay? So here we have a description of everything that the examinee needs to know, okay, about the test. And the first task here is about História da Arte, right? And this is specifically for university context. So look at this instruction of what they have to do. Você trabalha na universidade e é responsável por escrever a apresentação dos cursos para o site da universidade. Com base no vídeo que você assistiu, escreva a apresentação do curso de História da Arte mencionando a história do curso, o que é estudado durante a graduação e as perspectivas de atuação profissional dos formandos em História da Arte. O vídeo está disponível aqui, né? Então, no site, oh my god, I'm speaking in Portuguese, sorry. In the website, we have here the video, you see? So the video is for this question here. So they watch the video twice, and they can make notes. And this is the instruction. They have this space to make notes, so notes. And there is another page that is for the specific and official answer that they're going to submit for the test. So this is the first question. The second one is this. Another task is about passeios virtuais. Look at the title. Você vai ouvir 2 vezes a notícia, podendo fazer anotações enquanto ouve. Toma notícia. Você é funcionário do Jardim Botânico no Rio de Janeiro, responsável pela divulgação do projeto Transformação Digital e Educação Ambiental nas redes sociais. Sendo assim, redija o texto que será divulgado na internet sobre o lançamento do aplicativo que vai permitir a realização de passeios virtuais. Explique o porquê essa tecnologia, explique o que é essa tecnologia, apresente quais são as vantagens quais vantagens a nova ferramenta pode oferecer para os visitantes do Jardim Botânico e informe como o aplicativo será desenvolvido. You see here that we have this text, which is an oral text, right? They're going to listen to it, listen. And this is the context. So the communicative part here, I think you have already got that, which is here, guys. Here is your role, right? Here is what you have as a context, okay? Here is the definition of the text that you have to produce. And here is also the information that you need to write in there. Embedded here, it may not be specifically explicit, but embedded here we have the target audience. So we are talking about a genre, we are talking about a context that is real. This is a possible situation, and this is a possible situation for everyone. No, but this is a real situation that one person that works at this place can produce this text about this information, explaining this information, you know? So this is how you think about the context. You need to explain the context in order to allow students and examinees to understand what they need to do. And this is a communicative test because of that, because it is a real task. Another one is this here, parklets. So, look at this. Você é o presidente da Associação de Comerciantes de uma cidade onde ainda não há parklets. Após ler a reportagem, decidiu sugerir aos associados que os associados, invistam na instalação dessas estruturas. Escreva a eles uma carta explicando o que são parklets e justificando a importância do investimento. So here we have a text that is a real text, another real text, because the other ones were also in a public domain, so they are real. They are from the newspaper Estado de Minas. And so the person that is taking this test has to read in Portuguese, understand what parklets are, and produce a letter. Here is the letter, and here these people are going to be the target audience. This is what you have to do. This is why you are creating this letter, and this is the information, right? So you are going to use the language that you have here. So you read, you understood the text, and you're going to prove that you understood by creating a real text, by creating a possible text, okay? And this is how the Celpe analyzes and can attest for the proficiency of students and non-Portuguese speakers, right? They ask them to understand different types of input. They ask them to prove their comprehension, written or oral, through writing, okay? And guys, this is the writing part, okay? So this has a grading system. This is all very much controlled, and there is training. Every year there are training to establish validity and reliability for this test in order to have everybody that is grading the test, that is correcting the written texts that they have as answers from the test takers, for everyone to have the same pattern, to minimize the judicious part of correcting written texts, okay? And there is here another one here, okay? Yes. So the oral part is taken these here, right? These texts here. And they are to talk about the interação face-to-face. Interação face-to-face. Okay, continuing. So here we have the elements that we have just checked again. And now we're going to see the roteiro, this part that has a script, right? Let's just wait for the internet to help us a little bit. Please, honey. I should put a song, right? So that you could hear something while we are waiting for this beautiful internet to be part of our lives. Are we good? Yes, we are. So this is what we have here. I'm going to present you just with the parts that we have as here. You see the instructions. So this is the part where they explain, right? So these are the instructions. A parte oral do Celpe consiste em uma interação face a face de 20 minutos entre o avaliador interlocutor e o participante. Espera-se que o participante tenha a capacidade de conversar da forma mais natural possível sobre assuntos do cotidiano e da atualidade. Estrutura da prova. Etapa 1. Conteúdo. Converse sobre interesses pessoais do participante com base nas informações do questionário, aquele questionário respondido anteriormente, in the Application Act. Práticas envolvidas. Compreensão oral e produção oral. And time, 5 minutes. 2. Conversa, o conteúdo da interação, conversa sobre tópicos do cotidiano e de interesse geral, com base em 3 elementos provocadores. So this is about what the test takers have answered, personal, and this is about a more general thing that we have in society. So they have the elements here that they take from real society practices, right? And the practices that are involved are compreensão oral, compreensão escrita e produção oral. 15 minutes, 5 minutes for each of these elements. Ok, so, elementos provocadores. Explica-se aqui o que é o elemento provocador, ok? The participant has approximately 1 minute to read silently the first material, and then the AI, not intelligence, but AI, avaliador interlocutor, they are going to ask some questions. Okay, so let's check it out. We have here more information, and then we have here. So this explanation here is another part explaining the test. So these are the list, the elements that we have also, right? And the first thing that we have, observe the image. It's about technology. Elemento provocador 1. Let's go back from there. Elemento provocador 1. This is the text, right? Now, após aproximadamente 1 minuto, diga ao participante de que trata o material. Etapa 3. Para dar ao participante a oportunidade de prosseguir com a sua produção oral, siga o roteiro abaixo e faça as adequações necessárias em função das respostas dos participantes. Adequações necessárias. The person that is giving the test, right? I forgot the name. So the tester, pretty simple, right? The tester is going to have these options here to continue the conversation. And these adequações, these adaptations that we need to do in the test, in an oral test, they have the training for this. It's not something that we take out of thin air, you know? It's not. It's very specific things that they are trained to do. So the questions are these, okay? And then we have the other part, the provoking element number 2. So this is how it goes, guys. The part that we have about general subjects, general themes, right? This is not the part that they have specifically for personal interests of the test taker, okay? So these are some of the things that we have about the Celpe Brass. Of course, you can access the websites that I have opened here. You can see the addresses here, I think, right? And yeah, the Celpe Brass is a great test that is a large-scale test, a high-stakes test that is, in our view, in the Brazilian applied linguistic view, the best one yet, okay? Because it really tests real language, it really tests real situation and tasks, and it is completely based in the communicative language teaching as the communicative language testing, okay? I hope you liked it. I hope you understood what I tried to show you. And if you didn't, if you don't, please let me know, because I can talk about it again. I love it, so please let me know. So thank you guys. See you next.